Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
I want to ride my
bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
Izzy's Road Safety Games is an interactive, web-based learning resource that we believe has the potential to aid Stage 1 students' safe living education. The premise of the resource is to provide game-based education that focuses on road safety. The resource achieves this by modelling safe road crossing and bike riding practices and incorporates resources for those students who are musically and linguistically minded. The Games and Puzzles button takes users through to access content that is highly relevant to the New South Wales PDHPE Safe Living content and indicators. Izzy's Road Safety Games also includes a number of interactive online colour-in resources. For the purpose of lesson context, we did not believe that these resources held much relevance in a mainstream classroom, as we would prefer students to create their own designs and road safety slogans. The pedestrian safety What's That Sound game requires users to recognise everyday sounds that might signal danger whilst on, near or crossing a road. Sounds to be matched include police sirens, a truck backing up and OK to cross pedestrian signals and more. The artifact game What's That Sound relates to the students' real world with thanks to accurate sounds and appropriate feedback responses, letting students know what would be an appropriate course of action if you hear one of these sounds or are able to create one, such as if you are out riding your bike, when you should ring your bell.
Izzy's road safety game, What's That Sound, relates directly to the New South Wales PDHPE Stage 1 Safe Living syllabus, where students recognise that their safety depends on the environment and the behaviour of themselves and others. In particular, students will describe and practice what is needed to travel safely, and in this case, that's what to do when walking or riding near a road.
The game integrates the dimension of intellectual quality and provides students with a deep understanding and knowledge. The element is demonstrated through the use of realistic sounds that students need to listen to in order to be safe on the roads. The main concept, stop, look and listen, is constantly reinforced when the student gets the sound correct, which creates the opportunity for the student to establish a profound and meaningful understanding of the main idea. Engagement is an element from the quality learning environment and is displayed throughout this road safety game. It does this by creating meaning and ownership to students' life, which will create interest in the game. Connectiveness and background knowledge from the significant dimension is used throughout the interactive game. Students can use their personal experience from the game and apply it to real-life situations.
The artifact contains mostly visual animation and limited text throughout each of the games that are available. This plays into what Prensky believes appeals to today's generation and how they want to receive their information. We believe that the games analysed here also meet 8 of the 10 characteristics that are required for an authentic activity as stated by Reeves, Harrington and Oliver. Students accessing Izzy's road safety site can move freely around the resources as required, rather than in a linear manner, an option that is not generally affordable in traditional chalk and talk methods. Using an online artifact to engage Stage 1 students may also be a necessity when teaching students the importance of being safe around roads and how to play safe and what we need to be safe when riding a bike. The disadvantage of this artifact is that it is only available online and educators need to consider the availability of resources to access it.
In relation to Bloom's taxonomy, Izzy's road safety games fall into the lower order thinking categories of remembering and understanding. Students are only asked to complete activities with recognising, locating, describing and demonstrating skills. There is no evidence of higher order thinking activities on this interactive site. However, these skills can be built upon in higher order thinking activities in future road safety lessons. Gardner's multiple intelligences of linguistic, spatial, musical and intrapersonal strengths are incorporated throughout the artifact. However, other intelligences, logical, kinesthetic, interpersonal and naturalistic learners are not catered for.
Izzy's road safety games would be a suitable engagement tool that can be integrated into the beginning of the PDHPE unit of work that challenge students to access their prior knowledge of safe living. This artifact can be used in the introduction and explorations of lessons throughout planned units, where students may be required to work in learning centres.